naffe tukikumenga.
Abazungu bagamba hip hip
hooray,
hip hip
hooray.
Engalo za Ssaabasajja.
In a shocking turn of events, the family of the late Kabaka Daudi Chwa II is crying out for justice, claiming they have been deprived of their constitutional and legal rights to land lawfully allocated to him under the colonial land administration framework.
Daudi Chwa as the original and rightful owner of these lands under the mile tenure system. The estate follows in three categories: official mile, held by Kabaka in trust for the institution of the Kabakaship; private mile, held in the personal name of Daudi Chwa; and then the clan customary land Omutubagwacha, administered through family lineage.
On March 10, 2025, State Minister of Lands, Dr. Mayanja, issued a directive cancelling Buganda Land Board titles and transferring ownership to the family, but the family says this has not brought them the relief they sought.
Kuliko HH the Kabaka, that is office Kongole Busujju, kuliko HH Daudi Chwa.
Basooka ekyava bakissa mu freehold, oluvannyuma ne bakiza private mile, oluvannyuma ne bakiza mu official mile, ne baleka bakissa Kabaka wa Buganda.
Mugenderere kino lyateekebwa mu mannya ga His Highness Chwa II. His Highness yali title eweebwa Kabaka, n'olwekyo lyawandiisibwa mu mannya ga Kabaka so si Chwa ng'omuntu.
Era nawulidde abakulu ababadde babuzaabuza nti ettaka eriri mu HH Daudi Chwa ate yali alikuumira office yaki.
Instead, they claim that officials from the Buganda Land Board have ignored their plea, making it impossible for them to meet and discuss their grievances.
And injustice. Following the death of Daudi Chwa II in 1939, the administration of his estate suffered from gross mismanagement, fraud, and manipulation. Some of these core issues include unlawful registration of estate land in the name of Buganda Land Board (BLB) without family consent. Despite these efforts, the Kabaka of Buganda and Buganda Land Board (BLB) have filed for judicial review, obtaining a temporary injunction to halt implementation of the directives. This legal maneuver, in our view, is a deliberate effort to delay justice, backed by technicalities rather than merit. We note with concern that the same law firm representing Buganda Kingdom and the Kabaka is closely associated with officials in the Attorney General's office.
Frustrated and desperate for a resolution, the family convened a meeting on July 19th, chaired by Prince Nakibinge David Luswata, where they passed binding resolutions calling for attention to their plight, which they term a national question.
This is not simply a family matter. It's a national question about how Uganda treats rightful property claims, how colonial era land agreements are interpreted, and whether historical truth has a place in modern justice.
We are not at war with Mengo, as he said. I personally requested the people in Buganda Land Board to come out and sit us in a workshop and educate us from their perspective why they believe that our grandfather's land belongs to them. So it's still a challenge to them to come out outright and say, you guys are ignorant. We have organized a workshop in Popopo or in Bulange. Bring your ignorance and it will be wiped out. We want that to be addressed.
So family eno nene nnyo, tuli mu 10 naye kitutta ate era kituluma nnyo okulaba nti abazzukulu abamu balonda bucupa gwe mulanga gwe tukola ki gwe tukuba okulaba nga omukulembeze tutuuleko naawe famire yonna tujje owulirize ensonga zaffe. Ebintu bino si byambu naye buli kimu tukiina, bwino yonna tumuyina.
Nga abazzukulu ba Daudi Chwa mu kubonaabona kwe tulimu n'obuzibu bwe tulimu n'okutuboola batuboola tebaagala tubeere nga tubasemberera, ne muganda waffe yennyini baamutuggyako tebaagala twogere naye, tebaagala tumutuukirire, ng'ate naye amanyi bulungi nnyo ti ebintu byaffe naye mwali, naye bamukoledde okumukotoggera okubeera nga baagala bweddiza bintu byaffe nga naye
gamba tetuli wamu naye kati tuli wamu. Ekyokubiri batubuuza ye muganda wamwe agamba ki? Muganda waffe tetulinaako mutawaana gonna, wabula kyetwagala ajje batukkirize tusobole okumutuukirira, twogeraganye naye tulabe nga tugonjoola ensonga zino.
The family has now turned to President Museveni, appealing for his intervention in their land dispute.
But we also want to make an appeal to His Excellency, because there is no other channel we would use this. I would like to ask Mama Nandaula to call out to the President in this press release to attend to our situation, because seems windows are not opening and the main door has to be open.
Byajjajjaffe Daudi Chwa ng'ate biri mu buwandiike, ate era nga tetulina ngeri ki gyonna gye tuyinza bifunamu nga byagattibwa mu Bwakabaka bwa Buganda. Kati kyenva nsaba ssebo pulezidenti n'abantu bonna baminisita n'abasobola okutuyamba basobole okutukwatirako, tusobole okubeera nga tukola ki nga
n'ettaka lye twogerako zonna documents tuziina ne title deeds tuziina. Kaakati nga Saava Kiweweesi bw'agambye ettaka mpapula, ebyobusika mpapula, buli kimu kituyina. We have the facts. Tusaba gavumenti etuyambe.
The historical context of their claim is rooted in the 1900 Buganda Agreement, which allocated approximately 9,000 square miles of land to individuals and institutions within the kingdom. Of these, 350 square miles were allocated to Kabaka Daudi Chwa II in his personal capacity, with an additional 100 square miles later added to his private estate, and over 60 square miles acquired independently. Historical land records, including provisional and final certificates, official survey maps, and records from the Ministry of Lands, confirm these allocations. The question on everyone's mind is, will the royals get the justice they seek? Nagujja Serena for NSTV.